A murder conviction without a body. A girl vanishes. No remains. No crime scene. No confession. Yet, her father is sentenced to life in prison. This is the story of Bernadette Walker, and the chilling lies that led to his downfall. But there's a twist, and it's darker than you think. It started on July 18, 2020. Bernadette Walker, 17 years old, went missing in Peterborough, England. But here's where things get strange. Her parents never reported her missing. For 39 days. Let that sink in. No police call. No public appeals. No search parties. Just silence. Her parents claimed she ran away, said she didn't want to be found, even sent texts from her phone, pretending she was alive. But the truth? Bernadette was already dead. Scott Walker, her father, cold, controlling, manipulative, but behind closed doors. Worse, Bernadette had a secret she was desperate to escape. Just days before she vanished, she made a terrifying claim. Scott Walker had been sexually abusing her for years. She confided in her mother, Sarah, told her everything. But instead of helping her, Sarah chose silence. The last time anyone saw Bernadette alive was on July 18th. Scott picked her up from her grandparents' house, drove her away. She was never seen again. He claimed he dropped her off at home, but there was no proof, no CCTV, no witnesses, no sign of Bernadette anywhere. What happened in that car remains a mystery, but police believe one thing: that drive was her last. The next day, Scott and Sarah Walker did something truly horrifying. They started sending texts from Bernadette's phone. Fake messages, trying to convince everyone she was alive. "I'm fine. Don't look for me. I just need space." But the messages didn't sound right. They didn't sound like Bernadette at all. And the worst part? Sarah Walker, her own mother, helped. 39 days later, Bernadette's grandparents finally broke the silence. They reported her missing. Police launched an investigation, but there was no sign of her. No body, no evidence, just a trail of digital lies. And then, Scott Walker made a fatal mistake. Police seized his phone, checked his searches, and what they found? Chilling. He had been looking up how to get away with murder. Can police track deleted messages? Missing person, no body, murder charge? It was enough to arrest him, but not enough to convict. They needed more. Sarah Walker cracked first. First, she stood by Scott, lied for him, covered for him. But under pressure, she changed her story. She admitted the texts were fake, admitted they made them up, but still no confession. She didn't say Scott killed Bernadette. She just let the police believe it. Scott Walker stood trial in 2021, charged with murder. The problem? There was no body, no murder weapon, no clear cause of death, just a web of lies. But the jury saw through him. They saw the inconsistencies, the manipulation, the cold, calculated deception. And then they delivered the verdict. Guilty. Life in prison. But here's where it gets even darker. Sarah Walker was sentenced too. Not for murder, but for perverting the course of justice. And yet, to this day, she's never revealed what truly happened. What did she know? What was she hiding? And the biggest question of all, where is Bernadette Walker's body? Because until she's found, the full truth may never be known. The case wasn't over. Not even close. With Scott Walker behind bars and Sarah Walker convicted, police had one goal: find Bernadette's body. But where do you search when the killer won't talk? Detectives turned to Scott's movements. They tracked his car, his phone, his digital footprints. One place stood out: a remote area near Cowbit, Lincolnshire. Quiet, desolate stretch of land. The perfect place to hide a body. Forensic teams scoured the area. Drones, cadaver dogs, ground-penetrating radar. Nothing. Days turned to weeks. Still no sign of Bernadette. Then, a chilling breakthrough. A witness came forward. Someone who saw Scott Walker that night. A lone figure, shoveling, digging, disposing of something. Police rushed back to the site, this time with new determination. But just as they closed in, Scott Walker played his final card. A new defense. He claimed Sarah was the real killer. Said she did it. Said he only helped cover it up. A desperate lie? Or the truth? Investigators faced a terrifying reality. What if the real mastermind had been hiding in plain sight? Police turned back to Sarah Walker. She had lied before. Could she be lying now? Under interrogation, she cracked. Admitted Scott killed Bernadette. But then, she said something shocking. Scott had blackmailed her, threatened to frame her, forced her to help cover up the crime. A twisted, toxic alliance. Pact of silence. Despite the convictions, one thing remains. Bernadette's body. Still missing. And without it, one question lingers. Will we ever know the full truth? Scott Walker knows. Sarah Walker might know. But they're not talking. And until they do, Bernadette Walker's story remains unfinished. Like, comment, and share your thoughts below in the comment section.